All right, I just wanted to just speak about a couple of subjects here. Um, one thing I want to start off with, man, is I was watching a video that, David and Nick did the other day, right, on the YouTube channel called, Signs and Wonders, right? And which they did a phenomenal job. I got to give them credit on it. I mean, these guys totally mopped the floor with Perry the preacher, man. So I was watching the conversation and they played a couple of video clips right from Perry's live streams from the past, and there's some stuff in there I couldn't believe, man. Like Perry said, there is a point in the video where Perry literally said that he is equal with Jesus, right? He is equal with who people call Christ. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? Did he really say that? I had to, rewind the video, just to go back and listen to it again. It's like, did he really say that he's actually equal with Christ? I mean, shit. We knew that this dude was, was loony in the head, so to speak. Excuse me. But he was loony in the head. We all knew that all along. But here it is. The dude now came out and said that he himself is equal to Christ. I mean, talk about such a blasphemous statement right there. I mean, that's just unbelievable. But yet, the ridiculous part is, Perry, he said on his stream multiple times before that, guys like myself, right, guys like ETT, we're actually leading you to sin, right? We're leading you to sin by teaching you to keep God's laws, His statutes, and His commandments, right? So by us teaching you to keep the law, apparently we're leading you to sin. That's what these guys are saying. Again, as ridiculous as that sounds, that's really what these guys are saying. It's quite unbelievable. It's quite unbelievable to me that I mean, shit. This guy has what 700 subscribers on his YouTube page. It's like shit. There's 700 people out in the world. They actually think they're learning something from this guy. Which, to be fair, it's we know at least 100 of them are just people who are subscribed just so they can make fun of his videos. Which I'm one of those myself, of course. I can't lie. Um, but yeah, so 600 people, right? Taking the 100 out that just subscribe to laugh at him. But still, 600 dumbasses out in the world are subscribed to this guy, actually thinking they're learning something. Like here's the kicker, right? This is amazing to me. I remember a year back, right, last year, Perry was doing a round trip across the country where he was, going to certain, you know, cities and teaching there on the streets. He would set up like a table booth with, Bibles and T-shirts, and he'll tell people, hey, look, if you do this, half an hour Bible study with me, I'll give you a free Bible and I'll give you $50. And on face value, that might seem like a good thing. What is he actually trying to teach the people? And how do I know this? Because I actually watched the videos when he put them up. What this guy's trying to tell those people, right? Like, he'll get a random person to he'll wave him down and say, hey, man, if you do the study with me, I'll give you, a free book and I'll give you $50. So some people passed him up, but some people accepted the challenge, right? So when I watched it, I was laughing my ass off because what he's trying to do is just get the person to say, I accept Jesus that he died for me on the cross, so I am perfect and I can never sin. And then once they confess that, he'll, end the lesson, give them their t-shirt, Bible, and money, and then send them on their way. And now he actually believes, and he supposedly convinced the person that they are now saved for life. Like, I mean, what the hell? That is like such a... I don't even know what word to use to describe that. I mean, that's like so mind-blowing. How somebody could be so delusional in the head. To follow a dumbass like this. But hey, that's what Christ warned about, man. In, what is it, Matthew the 24th chapter. He said that, in the last times there would be many false teachers that arise, and deceive many. So, we being in the last days today, you got these guys going around, primarily on the internet, but of course these Christian churches, man, right? The churches are teaching people lies, and it doesn't mean they're intending to do it on purpose. It's just a lot of the people in there, they were raised with those beliefs, so they teach them. Bear with me a second. So, it's amazing to me how, people will actually believe, a, a lying scumbag like Perry the preacher, right? But yet to look at a guy like me who's actually sincere and who's actually been teaching on YouTube since I was 14 years old, the people look at me like I'm some type of like, weird person, right? Or that's how they try to, pay me out, certain of these other, platforms. Which again, that, hey, they lied about, Christ and lied about the apostles as well, and they were hated, right? And, they got chased out of cities as well, man. So those of us living in the time today, we can expect to be, hated just like they were. I mean, Christ even said, man, you know, if you come to follow after him, you can't be a friend of the world, man. But a lot of these groups, like, these dudes in the Sakari, man, those guys are worldly, right? Those guys are all about, money and fame and looking good to society, right? That's what those guys are all about, man. And of course, you could have some sincere people in that organization who might actually be sincere about the scriptures. That's true. By and large, that's not so, but you could have a couple individuals here or there who might truly be sincere, right, and are actually looking to, looking to learn, right, and teach something that's true. But the same thing with the church, though, right? The church, they clearly go off what they're teaching, but they have good intentions, right? Hey, look, I can't lie. I got to give credit where it's due, man. Um, the Christian church, there's been many times, I can remember growing up where we might not have had, food or, you know, behind on rent or something like that, and the church will come through and they'll, help us out there. So I got to give them credit. At least, they have charity, right? At least they actually help people out who are in need. I got to give them credit on that. Because, hey, look, me, unlike a lot of these other simps out here, I'm a reasonable guy, right? I give credit where it's due, but it also discredits somebody on something else. So I was just on this YouTube channel, I believe the brother's page is called the Zealots of Israel, which I hopped on there because I saw he was doing a video about the Sakari the other day, right? Which they were very friendly and polite with me when I went on there. I'll give them credit. But then they said some stuff I disagreed with, which, I didn't come there to, debate or nothing like that, so I didn't want to get into it. Of course. But, oh shit, what was I gonna say? Totally just slipped my mind why I brought that up. Shit, I really can't remember. Ironically enough, I can't remember why I brought that up. Um, but yeah, anyway, I went on the stream with them the other day, which they were friendly towards me. But they they reject reincarnation. They say that One West is totally wicked. Like, oh, here's what I want to mention. Right, I went on there with them for 20 minutes, and now some of the guys, which again, don't get me wrong, right, very respectable and friendly to me, and they're welcome to call on my show if they like. But now one of the guys is pinning me in his community post, and what's the video he's pinning me on about these One West camps like GMS exposed, and I'm thinking to myself, it's like, hey man, you're welcome to pin me, but you know, you do know that my teaching lines up with One West, right? The things that I teach on my channel more so line up with the One West teachings, and I speak highly of these One West camps. And I've said this before, the number one camp out there that I recommend following is GMS, right? Led under the leadership of Apostle Tahar, Gabar, Ramlab, and Rakah. I've been watching those guys since I was like 13, 14 years old, man. So as I said, stick with those guys. Don't be following after these other camps out there because they're all, in some way, shape, or form leading you astray, man. Like say for example, um, what's these guys? ISUPK, right? Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Um, those guys, which first of all, their leader, right? What's this guy, General Johanna? That dude lined his black ass up and he went and took that Corolla yab, right? He took that Corolla yab in his arm. And then I was watching the other day, Urban Gorilla, right? The chief high priest, Gorilla Hebrew. He met up with Captain Tazariak, and they had like an hour discussion in the ISUPK school. I believe it was in Atlanta, actually. Could be mistaken. But I was watching it, and there was a part where he mentioned, that you guys in Sakari, you guys owe us an apology because you guys got on General Johanna for taking the Corolla yab, but he actually did that for his health and for his safety. So you guys owe him an apology. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, wait a second, what the hell? This guy took it for his own health and safety. It's like, dude, you guys, it's like, you can't tell me, you honestly can't tell me that you guys haven't figured out that the things that they're putting into these whack scenes, read between the lines, you got to use code language on this platform. You guys are really gonna tell me that you believe that's for your own safety? Like, my mind was blown when I heard that. It's like, wait a second, what the hell? He took that yab for his own personal health and safety. What the hell? It's like, are you guys that far behind that you can't figure out that the U.S. government and all the governments of the world are involved um, in this massive cover up to dupe the population? It's like, why do you think people are dropping dead? In their early 20s, young healthy athletes found, they go out for a jog in the morning, found dead on the side of the road due to a heart attack. Why is this all happening? It's because of those yabs. So you mean to tell me that this supposed top leader, right, this great general, so he didn't have the knowledge to know that this thing he's putting in his body is actually harmful, but he got it to improve his health. I mean, come on, this is just. I agree with Minus Shrek, man. A lot of these guys out here are just very good actors, right? A lot of these guys are just, mentally retarded, as his slogan goes, right? And it's true. A lot of these guys out here don't really know what the hell's going on about a whole lot. They just they go along to get along. To put it into simple to understand terms. That's what a lot of these dudes out here are doing, is what it seems, right? To go along to get along. Oh, and then you have what's these guys? IUIC, which stands for Israel United in Christ. Those guys are just Christianity, man. Those guys are just Christians who know they're Israelites. That's all the IUIC is, man. Shit, they're teaching that hell is a literal everlasting punishment now. Right? That's what those dumbasses are on there teaching, man. Again, it's astonishing to me. Astonishing to me how they went back to that doctrine, because I know they weren't teaching that a few years ago, man. But now they went back to that vomit about teaching that, hell. Well, there's no such thing as hell, because judgment happens on earth, right? Ecclesiastes 3:16, right? It's all place underneath the sun, and that's where judgment took place. So the place where you're judged for your sin is right here on the physical plane called the earth. Oh, and I got to comment on this as well. One thing I do criticize the One West camps about, and this goes for all the camps, even Sakari, because on some videos it sounds like they're leaning towards the flat earth, but on other videos, like even Gorilla Hebrew, like the leader of Sakari, I have a video on one of my troll channels where he says, um, the flat earth is all nonsense, right? That's all BS. There's no Antarctic Treaty. And it was from a year ago. I have that video clipped and saved. So again, here it's funny to me, all these One West camps, they all acknowledge the moon landing in the 60s was fake. But then they all turn around and believe whatever else NASA says. Like, what the hell? It's like, what about, what is that scripture? Ecclesiasticus, I believe it's 12 and 10. Right? Never you trust your enemy, for as iron rust, so does his wickedness. So why the hell would you trust a known lie? If they lied to you about going to the moon in the 60s, why the hell would you turn around and believe them when they tell you that they have a rover on Mars, right? Or at India just landed on the moon last month. Why the hell would you trust a known liar? So again, it's that's one thing I criticize these groups about. On one hand, they'll accept the moon landing was fake, but on the other hand, they just accept everything NASA says. But wait a second, didn't you guys just admit they lied to you about something? So why the hell would you, on the other hand, believe what they tell you? That doesn't make any logical sense right there. Or again, I've been going back and forth with some of these guys for years and years and years about the whole flat Earth thing, man. It shows that these guys are ignorant of what they're talking about because they'll tell you, well, if Earth was flat, go fall off the edge or go take a picture of the edge of the world. It's like, well, dude, nobody believes the Earth has an edge to it. So the fact you could say that proves you have no knowledge on what the topic you're talking about. Just say stupid shit like that. Or if the Earth was flat, why don't people just fall off of it? It's like, well, dumbass, nobody believes that you can fall off of the Earth. Or they'll ask you, or even Simpson in the world, they ask you, well, what's under the Earth? But the ironic part is they don't even know what's under the Earth in their own, what's it called? Heliocentric model. In their own heliocentric model, right, the ball Earth, they don't even know what's under the Earth because humans only dug down 8 miles. Look up something called the Kola Super Deep Borehole, right? That's a hole that mankind dug. I believe the Russians did it, and it only goes 8 miles down into the earth. You can't make it past that. It's too hot for the machinery to continue to operate at that level into the earth. So again, they don't even know with their own model what's in the center of the earth. They don't even know. They can speculate, but they have no idea in all factuality. So again, they can't sit there and say, well, you guys don't know what's under the earth in the flat earth model. But yeah, here it is. They don't even know what's under the earth in their own globe model. So again, it's contradictory that we're seeing here. Bible Defender, which shalom to that brother if he's watching. He sent me a few images the other day. There was a Christian on the comment board, and he was saying a bunch of bullshit, saying that, well, I can go on an airplane and see the Earth's curvature. And I think to myself, wait a second, what? I've been on an airplane probably more times in my life than he has, and I never seen the curve. I tried to film it, I tried to look for it, I've never seen it. So apparently he's seen it, right? Apparently he has, some type of like special technique that I don't know or whatever. But then the question is this: wait a second. But Neil deGrasse Tyson, right, world famous astrophysicist, Neil deGrasse Tyson, said that nobody can see the Earth's curve from 127,000 feet. So wait a second, if I can't even see the curve from that high, then how the hell can I see it from 37,000 feet? You ask this guy, and he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He just, will babble on and then, inside joke, right? We'll babble on and go to the next topic. But another thing the guy went on to is that, we still got thousands of years left. We're not living in the end times. We still have thousands of years more to go, buddy. Thinking to myself, what the hell, thousands of more years to go? What the hell is this place going to be in 100 years from now? Man, you got, out here in the richest country in the world, man, you can't go anywhere without running into people who are living in boxes. I said the other day, I can't even walk down the street without looking out for needles, because people are out here injecting themselves with all these, drug substances. You know what I'm saying? You can't even walk down the street without looking out for needles so you don't step on. Telling me we got thousands of years before the end times. Are you retarded or something? Are you... What the hell are you talking about, thousands of years? Shit, we're on the order of days, man. Now, of course, the Bible doesn't say, the Bible says nobody knows the day Christ will return. So, we don't know when he's coming back. However, he gave us signs to look out for that would tell us it's coming very soon. And we're seeing those things happen, right? Earthquakes, uproars of the people, nations fighting against nations. We see that. Um, all these riots taking place around the world, right? Food shortages, and the list could go on and on, right? The list could go on and on. You have all these natural disasters taking place, and it's all picking up, right? It's all picking up speed. Seems like it's every day that goes by, or every week there's multiple natural disasters happening across the world that are like record setting. So if we're on a, what's the word I'm looking for? If all that's increasing, how much more is it going to be in 100 years? Oh, but we got 4,000 years before the end. Some of these guys are just, got to be having a smoke. That's what a lot of these dudes out here are doing, man. Perry must have sent them a damn, drug package, right? Just like what he did with Jay. I'm just messing with you, but it's again, it's amazing to me, the double standard and the hypocriticalness of these average simps out here. It's absolutely astonishing to me. But this is the nonsense that this is the nonsense that you're dealing with. This is the nonsense that we're dealing with out here, man. Then you got the whole preterists out there. We're already living in eternity. Already living in eternity. How the hell? Well, where the hell is Jesus at right now? Is Samuel Owen the second coming? The dude that literally grabbed a long knight's sword and a broomstick and professed that he's Jesus Christ, and now he's ruling over the nations on the holy hill in New Jerusalem, which is really just a trailer park that he lives in, living on social security income each month. You mean to tell me that's Jesus? I mean, he has to be somewhere, right? There's a million people in the world, quite literally, by the way, who claim that they're Jesus Christ. I mean, shit, there was a guy that called in the Cross the Line radio the other day who said he was Jesus Christ. So, I mean, where the hell is he at? It's like, if he was really ruling the world, wouldn't he put these people down, claiming that they're him? But, I mean, think about that. If Christ was really ruling right now, wouldn't he destroy those who claim to be him, right, and destroy the imposters? Just like how he said, I believe that's Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, right? He's going to make them come and worship before our feet. So if he's going to make them do that, what's he going to do to those professing that they are the Christ themselves? Think about that. So that just gives you something to think about. But again, it's astonishing and amazing to me, the pure BS that we're seeing these people going around teaching, man. It's crazy to me. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, and I'm going to say shalom.